Welcome to Kickoff Express. He's Jay, I'm Josh. We're breaking down things NFL and fantasy football, a little from column A, a little from column B, and let's get to the column known as the Week 1 schedule. Jay, we'll start with the Sunday night game. Giants at Dallas.
It'll probably be a high-scoring game. Very rarely do the Giants and Cowboys meet, especially in prime time, and it's not of the high-scoring variety. And you can help also give some of the credit there to Eli Manning of his last. He's had 2 season openers in his lifetime at Dallas, both of them in prime time, and both times he had an Al Bundy-style game of 4 touchdown passes both times.
Fantastic. Also, kicking it off in Week 1, Cincinnati going to the left coast to face the Oakland Raiders.
I think Derek Carr and Amari Cooper will reap immediate dividends in PPR leagues. Standard scoring, I don't really know. I know Derek Carr will throw the ball. I think he'll probably average about 32 passes per game this year, which is pretty good. But at the same time, other teams are going to be keying on Cooper. They know that passing game alone, just with him there, the Raiders have to get guys like Latavius Murray, the running back, tight end Michael Rivera, who was very strong in certain patches last year from a targets perspective. Everything has to be going well for Cooper to really blossom. Otherwise, it'll be one of those situations where he gets 11 targets a game and only 4 catches, and nobody wins in that scenario.
The classic rivalry, Green Bay going to the Windy City. What do you see in this matchup, Jay?
Well, I see a lot of high scoring here. I think it's probably favoring the Packers. As part of that, Randall Cobb, who is now the Green Bay's #1 receiver thanks to the injury to Jordy Nelson.
Right.
Randall Cobb is a very interesting guy. He had 12 touchdowns last year for career high. He has scored at least 1 touchdown in all 4 season openers of his career.
Wow.
And if you want to go one step further, of his last 3 games against the Bears, this week's opponent, he has scored 5 times.
Wow. Well, let's go back to the AFC now. Baltimore facing Denver. What about Joe Flacco and Peyton Manning?
Okay, Peyton Manning, here's the good part. Of his first 11 games last year, when the weather was going well, he had at least 300 yards passing and or 3 touchdown passes all 11 times. The remaining 5 games, when cold weather and injuries set in, he didn't fare as well. But who cares about that? It's week 1, warm weather, all that stuff. Of his last 4 season openers, including 1 year with the Colts there back in 2010, pre-injury, Peyton has averaged 354 yards passing and 3.8 touchdowns, including 7 2 years ago against the Ravens.
In Arizona, the Saints going to Arizona. Carson Palmer, 35 years old. How healthy can a 35-year-old quarterback be at this point?
Well, you're healthy when you have Michael Floyd healthy, when you have Larry Fitzgerald not disappearing in games, and when you have somebody like John Brown kind of wreaking havoc in that slot position. To me, Andre Ellington is a big key to this game, okay?
Yes.
In fact, I think Andre Ellington and Mark Ingram will be more important maybe than Drew Brees and Carson Palmer will be. The transformation has already occurred with the Saints in terms of them beefing up the line, protecting Brees, running the ball more. I think Ingram and Ellington, from a PPR standpoint for Ellington, It's imperative that they start out well.
Let's go from big games to big players. Let's determine, Jay, in Week 1, who is going to be fridge-worthy.